We have cruise ships being held hostage in Canada. And how about some faster internet while you're out on your next cruise? We're going to talk about both of those right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, got two cruise news stories for you this morning. We're going to start off with cruise ships being held hostage in Canada. Sorta. Hostage is a bit of an extreme word, but in Vancouver, Canada, the Celebrity Eclipse and the Disney Wonder were both stuck in port over a strike or a work stoppage by the tugboat operators or the tugboat workers there in the port in Vancouver. So essentially they left barges in the channel, they stopped working, and that left the Celebrity Eclipse stuck in port for 20 hours before she was finally able to get out, and the Disney Wonder stuck in port for about 7 hours before she was able to get out. Now, the government there in Canada is working with the tugboat operators to make sure everything goes smooth in the future, get their issues resolved, their problems taken care of, so this doesn't affect any upcoming cruises. But we all know cruise ships operate on a specific timeline. You know, they have to be someplace by a certain amount of time, or it can affect the entire cruise. A 20-hour delay for the Celebrity Eclipse, I guarantee you, is going to have some kind of itinerary effects. Something's going to have to be missed. A port's going to be skipped. Something. It is going to affect those cruise passengers. It is going to affect their vacation. With more cruise ships scheduled to arrive in Vancouver this week, hopefully we don't see a repeat problem or a repeat issue, but it is just something to be aware of if you are planning on being in Vancouver this week on any cruise ships. Just know that they're having some kind of labor issue up there with the tugboat operators that does have the potential to affect your cruise. Now, we don't have a whole lot of other information on this subject or any confirmation yet that this issue has been resolved. So just wanted to let you guys know this did happen. Something to keep an eye out on. If we hear any more information, we'll let you know. Haven't heard anything yet from Celebrity or from Disney on this particular subject. So this will probably be an ongoing story until they come to a resolution. And faster internet at sea. Now, this is something that anybody who's ever had an internet package knows, that the internet while on board a cruise ship, you know, it can be wonky. Sometimes it works really great. Sometimes it works really, really bad. And the Royal Caribbean Group, well, they're going to make some changes to improve the quality of internet on your next sailing. So if you guys remember from a previous story, we talked about that Royal Caribbean was testing the Starlink internet services on board Freedom of the Seas. And the reviews from the guests and the crew on board the Freedom of the Seas said the Starlink internet service was working wonderfully. It was a lot faster, a lot quicker, less buffering on video calls were going through, and it was a huge improvement over their current internet service that they have on board the ships. Enough so that Royal Caribbean has finalized a deal with SpaceX and will be putting the Starlink internet across the entire fleet. So that's going to be Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruise Lines, and Silver Seas. So it's going to go across the entire Royal Caribbean's group. Now, they are scheduled to begin installing the internet on board immediately. They expect to have the entire fleet done near the end of the first quarter in 2023. Now, they have not released the order the ships are going to get it, so I don't know who's going to get it first versus who's going to get it last. And they have also not released the pricing for it yet. So we don't know exactly, price-wise at least, how it is going to compare to their current internet versus what is going to be available once the Starlink is installed on board the cruise ships. I expect we will start to see that information here in the coming weeks, especially if they are beginning to install it immediately. And once we have that information, we'll share it with you guys, do a price comparison, and with some of our upcoming Royal Caribbean cruises, hopefully it'll be on board by the time we get there. That way we can test it out and give you guys some first-hand information as to how well the new internet service on the Royal Caribbean Group works. And that's going to be our cruise news for this morning. Now, we will be back later on today, 6 o'clock Central Time, for a live video where we're going to talk about everything cruising. So please feel free to come join us, join in the conversation. It's just gonna be a fun cruising time. All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime a new video comes out. Hope everyone has a really great day, and like always, we will see you out on the high seas.